Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. Okay, so I got an urge all of a sudden to do a money reading for you guys, and I'm not sure exactly why. And it wasn't really about careers or your jobs, it was more so about money specifically. So we're going to do that reading. It's something about your finances that I feel like is about to improve. The thing about it, though, is that I feel like it's always darkest before the dawn. It's always the worst before it gets better. So you could be having some stress about money right now, or you could be having, anxiety about money. Like, your money could be very good, okay? Like, you may be in a positive position financially, but because of all of your past experiences with money, there could be some residual underlying feelings or reactions, especially with this Mercury retrograde. It's irking me, you guys, okay? It's really getting under my skin, okay? So, I don't know, it's something about that where things could be coming back up from the past. Like, there could be situations that you're actually really prepared for. You're good, right? But because of the trauma that you experienced in the past connected to finances and money, it could be causing you a little bit of distress. I'm not sure what it is, but we're going to see what Spirit wanted me to tell you guys, apparently, about the situation. I'm also going to be doing a members career reading, which has to do with money, finances, business, jobs, careers, all that type of stuff. I'm going to be doing that within the next couple of days because I want to just get the energy now of what Spirit is trying to express, and then check on it again later with members to see if there's anything, that we missed or any more clarity about it. So if you want to join the membership, you can always do so in the description box below. Just know that if you want to get the new moon, full moon, career, and some of the other specialty readings, if you want to get access to all the readings, you have to join the diameter tier. The circumference is basically just general support. And when I come on to do lives, it's for everybody usually. And then I will release periodically members readings that everybody can watch. But there's so many members readings, okay? The true value is when you get the diameter tier because you get access to everything. I'm just letting you guys know because I've seen some of you guys join. Thank you for your patience, bearing with me as I transition and process the energy as well. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthdays, really, and, taking full advantage of the time that is dedicated to you, for sure. If you want to get a personal reading, the best way to figure out your situation is to get a personal reading, and I do offer personal career readings, and I've also lowered the price on those because I originally had it set to a certain price. I've lowered the prices on almost all of my readings except for the Divine Angel Advice because that was already set to a lower price. So if you want to get a personal, click the link in the description box, you guys. I know sometimes I'm scary, but I'm really not. I just want the best for everybody around me. I want the best for my community. So I do my best to give you guys the messages as clearly and honestly as possible, okay? So like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Let me know if this resonates with you guys, or if you kind of maybe it was meant for a few of you. This reading may not be meant for everybody. I feel like there may have been a significant group of you guys though who might have been feeling this way. But we're gonna get into it. Let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Pisces when it comes to money. Rewards. I told you it was going to get... It's something... even if you're not in the best financial situation, I just felt like I had to read about money, okay? Specifically. Resources, wealth distribution or whatever you want to call it, because it was this like pit in my stomach, but I kept like feeling like spirit was reassuring me that that was just like a surface level emotion, or that was an emotion that was outdated, or it was a feeling that was going to pass, right? It was temporary. So we have rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Period. Period. Point blank. Period. A treasure chest too. So this could be an overflow of some type of rewards. I feel like it's spiritual rewards, because I almost said spiritual rewards. It's spiritual rewards that are materializing in the form of material goods, money, finances. Ooh. Child, when I tell you they really just don't know. They really just don't know, Pisces, do they? Wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. So prosperity is the key word. Prosperity. Say it with me. Prosperity. 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 Okay, so you're working towards that in your life. Real wealth, real prosperity, not superficial fake shit, not that surface level bullshit. You're working for the real deal thing. Okay, keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. Okay, they want you to set up those 401ks. They want you to set up those wealth management plans, whatever it is that you can do to invest in your future, even if it's just like, I don't know, maybe purchasing a gym membership, whatever it is. If it's investing in you, it counts as investing in your future. Because if you invest in yourself, you're basically telling spirit, God, source, universe, whoever you pray to, that you believe in yourself, that you know you can do it, that you're going to continue to get up every day and be disciplined and motivated to keep the momentum going. Okay? Now, wish come true. Okay. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way you expected. No worries. It is just what you need. Dang. So if you're praying for something right now, wishing for something, needing something, asking God to help you, asking spirit to touch your life, they hear you. They're wanting you to focus on long-term investments, no get rich quick schemes, no pyramid schemes, no fast money right now. And I almost choked right there. No fast money. I almost heard no fast cars too. I don't know. Like investing in things that appreciate in value, not depreciate, right? Investing in people, relationships, partnerships, collaborations that appreciate you, meaning that what you get in is also what you put out. No, what you put out is what you get back. What you give is what you receive, right? Or even you receive more than what you give, because it's the karmic credit, right, that you've incurred. We've talked about this. Karmic debt is what a lot of people who are worried about superficial things are dealing with right now, having to pay off that karmic debt, the literal debt financially. But when you have karmic credit, even if you're not always financially stable, spirit always makes sure that you have what you need. And it's very nerve-wracking, like when you don't necessarily have a clear way to pay your bills or a clear way to handle situations that come up. But if you look back on it, you're always going to see that everything turns out the way it's meant to be. Okay? Mic drop, period. Destiny wanted to pop out of the deck. It says, believe in your dreams and passions. It is your calling to follow them. Whatever led you to this point in your life was to direct you to your higher purpose. New exciting adventures await you. Don't look back, only look to the future. Right? And we are in a Mercury retrograde. I just talked about it. So there could be a lot of situations that are coming back up from the past. There may be debts, bills, that you didn't see. that you didn't know you had, that could be stressing you out, coming up all of a sudden. Like, how am I going to pay for this? Where did this even come from? Why did nobody tell me that I owed it? You know, like little dumb stuff like that. I have noticed that during Mercury retrogrades, that is also what happens. It's not just people coming back from the past. It's anything coming back up, right? So you're in the right place at the right time. And it's like your spirit team doesn't want you to focus on what's coming up that could be frustrating you, or what could be happening around you in your life or with your circumstances that could be frustrating you. It's like they want you to see this as a symbolization, a metaphor, or an illustration of you clearing things out from the past so that you can move forward unobstructed, okay, and unobscured. The Rebel says you are a trailblazer, meant to see things differently and set a new path for others. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system builder to teach others a better way. Okay? Building new systems. We also have that card in this Maruka deck, the system builder, or something like that. An old belief about money could be preventing you getting ahead. So what do you believe about money? What have you believed about money your whole life? That's going to be the key to you figuring out the possible options of habitual beliefs that could be holding you back. And then the Artist. Focus on finding the beauty in your day-to-day life. The Artist can be a photographer, painter, film, graphic artist, or web designer. If you can't make a living with your art full-time, start part-time. Just get started. So with the Wish Come True card being in the future position and the Artist being in the future position, it kind of feels like Spirit is saying that a part of your destiny, because I can't tell you what your destiny or your fate is. I can maybe highlight things that may be a part of your purpose, and what you're meant to do here while you fulfill your destiny or your fate. But I can't tell you what your destiny or your fate is, because that's your free will choice. And only you can connect to Spirit to get that information. But what I do feel is that there's something about the purpose in your life, or the purpose that you are here, that has to do with rebuilding systems, destroying or deconstructing and then reconstructing systems, right? Replacing the old systems with a new way, helping influence people to see a better way, and then doing it all very creatively, like in your spare time. And then it turns into a wish come true, because then you end up earning money from it full time. Okay. So what is this message, Spirit, that you had me stop what I was doing to tell Pisces about? Wheel of Fortune. A shift in the tides. Stick to your strategy. Stick to your plan. Do it your way. Don't try to duplicate how other people do it. Do it the way that's comfortable for you, and the way that's the least confrontational. It feels like Spirit wants you to quickly move on from the friction, the chaos, the confrontation, whether it be energetically or with another person. Okay, because it's just a distraction. Like, that's why I said that feeling that I had in the pit of my stomach, it was very nerve-wracking. I was like, ooh, like, how when you go down a roller coaster, or you go over a hill and you feel that drop, that's how it felt. But immediately it kind of like fizzled out. And I was like, dang, what was that? And, automatically my intuition, my connection to Spirit, they just telling me like, it's a money reading. And I was like, what? It's a money reading. But because it sounded just like money, and then I felt like I needed to do a reading. It was so crazy. Anyway, what's the message about money? 5 of Wands. So there is conflict going on right now. You could also be in some type of mental turmoil, mental conflict, not sure which way to go, not sure what to do, but you're learning. This is a learning process. Don't beat yourself up too much. 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're tired of dealing with this friction though. I can tell. Okay. You're trying to force it to be over with more quickly. You're trying to rush through the process, and Spirit is like, no. Right now, I'm definitely getting a really big warning not to rush into anything financial that you may regret later. Okay. It's like Spirit is saying, no, don't, even though it feels like you need to have urgency, Spirit is saying to not allow that to distract you. Like, however stressful you feel about a situation, or however much of a time crunch you feel in the situation, they don't want you to jump into something haphazardly just because you're trying to resolve something more quickly or force something to be over. Whatever chaotic situations are happening, it's like they want you to continue to keep your eyes on the prize. Keep yourself focused. Let's see. What is this 5 of Wands? We have the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Okay. So this is about a choice, a decision. 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups. You may be confused about what decision to make, or you're not sure if you made the right decision. 4 of Swords and the title card. You may have needed rest. You may have taken some time off work. You could even be looking for a job. There could be a lot of competition for like the job market. Of course, there is, definitely. But it's kind of feeling like either you're not hearing back from an application you submitted, an interview that you went on, or a job that you inquired about, and it's making you confused and unclear about the direction you need to move in next. That's like the first option. No matter which category, that could be the first option, because it's like you're trying to improve and you're not really getting any communication or hearing anything back. So it's just kind of like, ugh, I don't know. And that could make you feel like something is not going to work out, which could cause this like confusion about what to do next. And because the burden is heavy and you're carrying so much weight on your shoulders, like you may have a lot of bills. You may be a single parent or just a parent, period. Even if you have a spouse, times is rough right now. The money is not money in the way it used to. It's not going as far. It's not lasting as long. So no matter what your predicament is, you may have a lot of stress and pressure on you about what to do in a situation, because you're the one who's responsible for the actions that need to happen. And because of that pressure and that stress, along with whatever project that you're working on that you want to complete, it's like you may rush to take action that could cause you more of a burden because you're not really sure what to do. Right now, I feel like Spirit is saying to defend your position. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You know what you came for. You know what you started all of this for. You understand the assignment. Your intentions and motives are clear, and they want you to stand on that. 7 of Wands. They also want you to know that you're protected from whatever forces could be at work to make you confused about the decision that you made. Because what it feels like is that you prayed about something, you meditated about it, you did your spiritual practices with this 4 of Swords, you slept on it, you might have had dreams about it, and you knew that something, look at this, the Empress card, Queen of Wands, Tower card, you were like, no. You were waiting on this tower, or you were waiting on this sign from the universe, or you were just, listening to Spirit, understanding that you needed to make a move, make something shake, and you did it confidently, regardless of what other people thought about it, right? So while you were taking this leap of faith, Fool card out of the Tower, Everybody else was in the tower like, oh, you crazy for jumping out the tower. But you're the Queen of Wands, Empress, Four of Swords. It's like you're listening to your spirit team. You're doing what you feel like is best to do. And while you are, the fool leaping out the tower, the lightning strikes and everybody else got to figure out if they're going to jump or wait until spirit pushes them to do whatever they need to do. But you already did it. So it's like, remember that you're ahead of the game. And it's like, even if the road or the path you're on isn't clear right now, like right in front of you, it's going to clear up. It was just thundering and raining, which made me want to do a reading because I love doing readings in the rain. And now the sun is already out, child. The sun is already out. And everything has cleared up in a matter of minutes. Yeah, you felt like something was the right move to make. And there's the Seven of Wands. Do you see what I'm saying? 5 + 2 is 7. I knew that. You see what I'm saying? You felt that the best decision for you and everyone else involved was to heed this sign, to heed this warning, to be confident, to step out on faith, and to know that everything was going to be taken care of and to lean on your spiritual practices. And that was a good decision. But it's just now things have gotten confusing when it comes to your title, your position, how you earn your money. And you're kind of disappointed with the results that you're seeing possibly in a situation. And it feels like it's just more of the same, which is causing like a mental conflict, which results in like the physical confliction that you have about your situation. But that's why Spirit is saying like, hey, don't force it. Don't take on more than what you need to take on. Don't obligate yourself to things that are not your responsibility. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Try to focus on one thing at a time. Get it done until you can't do no more. And then move on to the next thing. Right. 2 of Cups wanted to pop out. So what does Pisces not see about their money right now? What's hidden? The King of Wands. So there's a fire sign that's connected to your money. It could be your willpower, your ambition, your inspiration, your drive, your motivation, and your passion. That could be the King of Wands. But it could also be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Empress, which, I mean, you would consider it to be more than likely Taurus, possibly Libra, maybe Virgo, Aries, and Pisces. We also saw Justice, which is Libra and Taurus, okay? And the Tower is Scorpio. And then we have the Emperor, which is Aries and Taurus. Wow. So this could be a mother and a father. This could be a married couple that you work for. This could be people or some couple. It doesn't have to be like they're married, but it could be just a male, masculine, a female, a feminine, who are in a position of power and authority. I also feel like there could be a strong, like, Aries placement person, possibly Sagittarius or Leo, who wants to have control over your resources or like the flow of abundance in your life, like how things flow. They may want to make the decisions. Yeah. 8 of Cups wanted to pop out. And the 10 of Wands. There's some type of stressful situation or a burden that was on your back that prompted you, motivated you, inspired you to leave a situation behind that was not fulfilling, or it wasn't serving you, or like I said, you weren't getting the same in return that you were investing. You're almost done. You just don't see it. You're almost to the finish line. You've almost reached your goal. But I also feel like there's still, even when you reach whatever goal you have, there's still some type of uncertainty connected to like what's next. And I feel like what you don't know about your money is that, first of all, you're almost at your goal, which is clear. Second of all, that somebody may have been motivating you to leave a situation behind that wasn't in your best interest. So I don't know if this was like a friend, a spouse, a father figure, a family member, masculine family. Maybe it was even your mama or grandmother. Or it could have been a spirit. I don't know, child. What's at the bottom? Six of Swords. Yeah, like your spirit guides. It's like you're almost at this finish line. Six of Swords, 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups. It's like this is you being guided on this journey, having to take the swords out of the boat so that it stays afloat. Okay, mic drop. Y'all be sure to like the video. And your spirit team is helping to guide you. It's like you kind of just embarked on something on a whim, or you, out of necessity, decided to do something that you've never done before, or it was really scary, or there was just a lot of uncertainty connected to it. And it's been really stressful, like navigating through the treacherous waters of this situation. There's a lot of unknowns, right? But it's like you knew you weren't going to be where you wanted to be if you stayed where you were. You knew nothing good was going to come from you being complacent or staying where you were. And I feel like what you don't see necessarily right now is that there may be a lot on you right now. But like I said, it's like everything is taken care of for you, or it's like spirit is protecting you. There could be somebody who tried to force you out of a job or force you out of a position. It's like they try to come and elbow you out of a position, or bogard you, or hip bump you, and you know, fell off the podium and they hurried up and tried to stand up there. Right in the nick of time, something is going to come in. Some type of abundance is going to come in to help you in a situation or to push you forward. There could even be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius who's motivated by like you moving forward in a situation. But there could also be a fire sign that could be, it doesn't have to be, it could be anybody. But there's someone who's really driven and focused on maybe causing some type of burden because you walked away. Right? What's the 10 of Wands? The Justice card. The Ace of Cups. Two of Swords. So you don't see that somebody is going through a legal situation, and I don't think they know what to do, or it's like it's not going in their favor, or they don't see a way out of this, or somebody is keeping you in the dark about a legal situation because they feel that it's fair for you like not to know about it. That may be why you feel this pressure, because especially if somebody's trying to keep something from you like this, it's like intuitively you're going to pick up on it. I also feel like the Ace of Cups and the Justice card is like a blessing in disguise, or a blessing that you don't see coming, because you only see something working out one way. But the Justice card with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups is like God, Source, Spirit, Universe is going to bless you in a way that you don't see, because it's like it's not fathomable in your mind. And I think I recently talked about this, telling you guys that, you know, like about the wealthy people and how there are jobs out there that we don't know about, because if you've never been exposed to the rich lifestyle or the wealthy lifestyle, you would never know that these occupations exist. So it's like the same thing is true with spirit when it comes to your blessings. Sometimes you never know that there's a possibility for you to be blessed in a certain way because it's never happened to you, right? But anything is possible. And it's up to you to believe that, right? Like, I really don't have the energy anymore to try to motivate those of you who are just stuck in a negative mentality. I can't do it, right? I'm not going to continue to exert my energy and not get anything in return from folks like that. It's just too hard. For me, it's not fair to me. So I'm talking to those of you who try to be optimistic and you're kind of like running on E when it comes to optimism, but usually you're very positive, right? And you've been running on faith. Like people say, you running on fumes. Your odometer is below the E because you running on gasoline fumes. And you've been running on faith like you running on fumes. So that's who this reading is for. Somebody who has not given up. Somebody who has not given up. This reading is for those of you who refuse to give up. For those of you who, continue to turn to spirit even if you're upset. It's for those of you who have been putting in all the time and energy and work that you can to, figure out how to, solve a situation, solve a problem. And, that things may not have always worked out, but that, spirit got your back. This reading is for y'all who refuse to be in that negative mentality. And that's why I feel like God is about to bless you. And you don't see it coming. You really don't. You really don't. And you're worried about it right now, but they're guiding you in the right direction. It's like you can't see nothing. Two of Swords, Ten of Wands are heads down. Eight of Cups talks about the eclipse. There definitely could be something associated with the eclipse time frame that could affect the outcome of this reading. Like that's why this message is coming out. The new start that you deserve, that's overflowing with like joy, that feels like a blessing, a wish come true, like the card says, is like right around the corner, child. Okay. Let's see. What is this Eight of Cups? Ooh, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, because you don't know what's ahead of you or what's coming or what's next in a situation, you could feel intimidated. I feel like a lot of you guys are exhausted. You're tired because not only are you tired of the situation that you were in, that you felt forced to walk away from, but I also feel like just the amount of exertion, physical energy that you've put into a lot of the things that you've been doing has exhausted you because you've been trying so many different things. You got your hand in so many different pots. And I feel like that's a part of your decision. That's a part of why you made the choice to move on, because you wanted something more concrete where you didn't have to be working 10 jobs, or you didn't have to work a full-time, a part-time, and a delivery job, right? Like you wanted your money to be more concise in one area of your life. Three of Swords, yeah. Because it's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Lack, instability, insecurity. People have said, oh, I'm here for you. I got your back. If you need anything, call me. I'm going to help you. And then as soon as you need something, it's like they ain't nowhere to be found. It's that all of that shit is what you walking away from. Somebody who's lied to you over and over again just so that they can continue to be codependent on you or use you or keep you in a position of lack. What's the King of Wands specifically? What's the King of Wands specifically? Ooh, the High Priestess. Yeah, definitely an Aries, strong Aries energy, possibly Leo or Sagittarius. I would say Aries, Sagittarius, and then Leo. Because we got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. It could also be a Libra or a Taurus. And maybe Aquarius somewhere out here. I don't know. But there is a secret. Yeah, the Hermit and the Tower. Virgo and Scorpio as well. Information that somebody is keeping hidden. But it's about to get exposed or it's about to blow up. Your intuition is telling you that some type of information is going to get exposed about somebody's parents or that Emperor and Empress energy. Hold on real quick. All right. Your intuition is right. If you feel that someone is forcing you into a situation or trying to force a situation to take place, I feel like somebody was trying to force a situation to happen a certain way legally. I feel like you could have been abused or, I want to say attacked. And it caused you to walk away, or it was like you had to walk away. You just knew that it would be a lost cause or counterproductive to communicate your feelings to someone who was like, I don't know, abusive, narcissistic, all them cliche words. Even if somebody was trying to investigate you or get information that they weren't supposed to have on you, it blew up in their face. It like backfired. What's this High Priestess? One more time. Let's just try. Oh, my Lord. 8 of Pentacles reversed. So if somebody is not working, they're trying to keep that a secret. Like they don't want you to know that they're unemployed. Or this could be somebody who says that they're unemployed, but they're actually working. 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, and the 8 of Swords. I said something about the 8 of Swords. Because the 2 of Swords came out with the Justice card and the Ace of Cups. And the 6 of Swords came out with the 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Hangman. Queen of Cups, 8 of Wands. I feel like some of you could be getting a blessing from a legal situation or from a court situation because somebody tried to force your hand or somebody tried to force the court's hand. Like they maybe forged something or lied in court, lied under oath, you know. Did y'all see that meme that I put on the thumbnail of the last video? Sensational. Sensational. The foolishness, okay? I just heard sensational because I said lied under oath. And every time I say lied under oath, I think about Future. I'm going to tell a lie under oath. Stick talk, that stick talk. And we talk that lick talk, $10 million cash, fuck a friend. Started sipping syrup. I've been geeked there since. Gotta keep that heat on the street ever since. You know we got sensational. So somebody spent their money on a new toy. And remember in the beginning of this reading, I was talking about getting things that appreciate with time, not depreciate. And I was talking about a car, a fast car or something. Because I was thinking about how when you drive a car off the lot brand new, it depreciates in value like 50% immediately. or more. Somebody bought like stuff. They were buying like toys. And to me, this sounds like somebody who's grown, who was trying to fulfill their childhood fantasy of the things that they always wanted to buy with your money while they were claiming that they didn't have no job or they couldn't work. This sounds like child support for some of y'all. I feel like you ask somebody over and over again, could they help you? Can you just do what you're supposed to do? Can you help? Is there anything you could do to help out? And they lied over and over and over again, talking about they ain't got it over and over and over again. And every time that was adding another wand to the energetic abuse that they were putting on you, or maybe even the physical strain that they were putting on you. They told you, Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups, that they didn't have no job or they couldn't find steady work or something like that. And you knew that they had more, or you knew that you deserved more from them. Somebody was running, I feel like, from the police, from the courts, from the judge with this Eight of Wands. Because they didn't want to get caught in that lie. But I feel like something that they did was sloppy. They slipped up on their communication or their actions. Like something that they did, like how they was moving, whether it be where they stay, the jobs that they had. It's like they got caught up somewhere. Somebody picked up on the lie and they figured out the Hermit card, the Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Somebody figured out how this person was moving because they was sloppy. Something also was irregular. So I don't know if that means something irregular on documents, paperwork. But it kind of feels like there was an irregularity in something. It feels like it could be physical paperwork, but it also could be someone's behavior. This could be a situation like, I know they have the fatherhood program, right? And there could have been like, if I'm just giving this example because it's the easiest example. But there could have been a situation where somebody was supposed to report to the fatherhood program. I don't know how that shit worked, but whatever criteria or stipulations they were supposed to follow, they did not follow it. They were irregular or inconsistent when it comes to what they were supposed to be doing. And I feel like that just piled up. It kept piling up, and it finally caught up to them. They could only run for so long. And you knew in your intuition, you knew in your spirit that this person was lying. And I feel like all of your psychic abilities were, spirit was talking to you, giving you the information that they were lying. I feel like you're going to check your computer, your laptop, your phone. You're going to look on some type of website and all of a sudden see this wealth come in. And it's going to be just in the nick of time. And it's divine justice too. We got destiny. We saw the Wheel of Fortune at the beginning. And we got the Justice card. It's divine justice for this Nine of Wands. Maybe the system, the courts, the police couldn't find this person. Somebody was on the run. I don't care, we on the run. Baby, long as I'm next to you. Ooh. She need to go sit her ass down somewhere. Anyway. Y'all don't get me started on that Beyonce. What's the Nine of Wands? I'm just being nosy now. Please like the video. Ooh, the sun reversed. So this could be the eclipse with the sun reversed, like darkness, not being able to see clearly, being unhappy, depressed, even unhealthy. Like the level of stress that you were under, the level of abuse someone has exhibited in your life, or I don't know. It's like something about the way that this person treated you had a physical effect on you that karmically disrupted spirit's plans and pissed spirit off. Like, that's what I really feel. I'm going to be honest with you. Your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, God, source, universe, archangels, guardian angels, they pissed off. 10 of Wands, Sun card is a heavy burden. 9 of Wands is the same thing pretty much. being exhausted. Somebody put a heavy burden on you because they thought it was fair for you to carry the burden. I'm telling you, somebody about to be mad. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Somebody could have ran off with the money that they got from a house that, like, just say, for example, your grandparents had property. Somebody could have sold the property and didn't give nothing to you. And I'm not just talking about child support. I'm talking about whoever. I'm talking about your raggedy ass family members who try to run off on the plug twice. I'm talking about anybody who lied on you. Hangman, try to ruin your reputation, put you on blast, talk shit about you. Energetic debt. Anybody who ain't paying their child support, energetic debt. Anybody who done kept you in court, even if it's a corporation, an organization, energetic motherfucking debt. And all of that energetic credit is coming back to you. Prosperity. Unity. I also feel like you could have a family member who was upset that you were meant to get something and they didn't want you to get it. So it's like they tried to run off with it. You could also have like a large lump sum of money that you didn't know was coming in, or that you didn't know you were entitled to, because somebody lied over and over like they didn't have it, but they did. It's like somebody had something that they told people they didn't have, but they actually did. And you felt like that's not fair. I don't deserve this. Just say, for example, your family told you that you were going to get something. You didn't get it. Right. And I know my cousin probably thought I was crazy because I told y'all a while back my aunt passed away. But I also told y'all that her and her children and all of my other family members stole my mama's records. All the Tina Turner records that we used to listen to, Sade, Luther fucking Vandross. Sorry, Luther. You get what I'm saying? All them records that we used to listen to together that were a part of my childhood, they took them. That's what I was told. So if somebody lied, then cool, they lied. But I was looking for them when I went to my auntie's house. Because I never was invited to her house. She got a house in Atlanta. Right up in the heart of Atlanta. My kids been there. But I was never invited. Because apparently I didn't have a, VACCINE for the VID 19. But neither did my kids. You get what I'm saying? So it's like weird shit. It's like that was what the high priestess, the hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Wands with this 8 of Pentacles reverse was about. It's like weird shit that you was picking up on. I'm telling you what it is. They ran off with it. 8 of Wands. They either ran off with it or they finessed and told a bunch of lies to either ruin your reputation, defame your character, or keep you in the dark, keep something wrapped up in court, probate, or whatever, so that you couldn't do what you needed to do. Now, what came out with the 7 of Wands? 7 of Wands. I'm telling you, I'm stuck on that 7 of Wands. Defend your position if you must. Spirit is protecting you. You may be, it's like a small majority of people are coming towards you. So like, it's like you're being attacked by a small majority. So it could be family members. It could be your ex and some of their family members. You know what I mean? Like lying for them, It's just weird karmic debt situations that are being rectified. And I just feel like y'all needed this. So, I try to do what I'm told. I do my best. That's why I ask if y'all can donate. Please use the PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. I know times is hard, so I'm not trying to press y'all. But it would really be helpful if you can throw me a few dollars every now and then. It don't have to be all the time. Or even better, I would rather you book a reading because I lowered the prices for that reason. Because I know times is crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a little, back behind the scenes tea. I had the price of my reading so high because I was going through a phase where spirit kind of told me to raise my prices so that I could rest, because they were lower and I was really busy all the time, feeling overwhelmed. And spirit was like, you need to raise your prices. Not necessarily because I didn't want to do readings. I know that sound bad, but oh well. Argue with your mama. But it wasn't just because of that. I just think that spirit was guiding me to get more for my money, because there started to be an issue with some people booking for frivolous things. That's when I changed all my policies. I made everything very clear. And they told me to raise my prices. But listen, I pray a lot. And I talk to God a lot. And that's why I created, and I told several of you guys who have booked the angel answer readings, I was guided by spirit to even create those readings. I didn't come up with that myself. I mean, I did, but it was really just guidance from my spirit team. I was specifically feeling like I was talking to my angels. And I kept hearing that song, "You're my angel, my angel." And then I kept hearing, "Angel of mine." When I first saw you, I already knew there was something inside of you. Something I thought that I would never find. Angel of mine. How you changed my world, you'll never know. I'm different now. You helped me grow. Okay, I kept hearing it. And I'm like, why do I keep hearing all these songs about angels? And they told me I need to do a Divine Angel 333 advice reading on my website. The angels got something to say. Basically, they told me the angels got something to say. I came up with the way it was written. I was trying to do 333, but I didn't have enough characters on the damn website. So I did 33. Anyway, 33 is a master number as well. So it worked out, right? Then they guided me, after that reading was getting such positive feedback, to go ahead and lower my prices and let people know, just in case you guys weren't able to afford it before now, because apparently spirit got something to say to some of y'all. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going into all these things, and I tell you these stories, and that's what makes the reading so long, because I really allow spirit to use me, and I just want you guys to get whatever you need to get. And sometimes y'all will come back and tell me, like, even though I was reading the cards, it was the story that really hit you, or it was the message that really came out that got you to understand what your spirit guides were trying to communicate to you through me and my spirit guides. So that's why I do that. You know what I mean? And everybody has their own, preferences, to each his own. More power to you. I'm not trying to force anybody to listen to my readings. If y'all feel like it's too long, you can always fast forward with the gear shift on the YouTube page, and put it on 2 times speed, 1.5 times speed, all of that. But I really feel like I've been this way from the beginning. This is who I am, and there's some readings that are shorter than others because that's just the message. But I really want you guys to get the message that you need, because that's what you come to me for, and that's what I asked for you. That's what I asked for from spirit, is to send me people who are ready to hear the messages that they have. So I just appreciate you guys. And I just really felt like, man, that first card that came out talking about rewards, and then you got wealth and wish come true. That just confirmed to me that I'm not tripping. Ooh, and I got to show y'all something. That's so crazy. I got to show y'all something. Hold on. Cause y'all, okay, we in my house right now. This is my calendar that I got right here. And let me see. This is the desk over here. And this is my calendar on the other wall. Guess what I just wrote today? I drew this eye that I was trying to get the whole face and the nose anyway. But I drew this eye because I feel like I told y'all the 11th through the 15th or something like that, maybe members. And I said, you are not tripping. Ain't that some crazy shit? Okay. When you showed me love, I'm checking for you, boy, you're right on time. Angel of mine. Boy, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you making that face? Wait, you want to show the people your face that you just made? Okay, no, stay right there in the hallway because it was creepy. When you go back in the hallway where you was, I'm finna show them what you was doing. Hold on, wait. You do it. Oh my child. We getting distracted. Let me focus. But you see what I'm saying? See, this is inspirational. This is motivational. All hope is not lost. I told y'all. Okay, so you're about to make a choice or make a decision that is going to cause somebody some conflict. I do agree with what I said earlier where I told you guys that you could have made a decision that now you're confused if you made the right decision, or you may be presented with a choice that you're not sure what path to choose. But I also see it now kind of like that Seven of Wands, that small majority of people who could be trying to come for you when it comes to whoever this is over here. They could be getting flustered, infighting amongst themselves, or even trying to come at you crazy because of a choice that you've made to move forward in a particular direction, and they may not know like what you're doing. Yeah, Three of Cups reverse. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even mean to hold the deck like that. We saw the Four of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the title card. And then the Five of Wands, what was with that? What came out with the Five of Wands? God dang. Was it the Hermit? I don't remember. No, it was the Ten of Wands that was at the back of the deck. And something else that was at the bottom. I can't remember. What was at the bottom, Spirit? What was at the bottom? The Four of Cups. See? Somebody can't eat off your plate anymore. Somebody can't be codependent on you anymore. And they're upset about that. I feel like something is getting rejected or maybe even declined. Somebody can't eat off your plate anymore. Like I said, if there was a time frame somebody had to get something together and there was just too much inconsistency, now they're getting declined for the program. They can't utilize that anymore to hide behind, you know? So what's the Two of Wands? The Page of Cups. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. We just saw that. Yeah, and I feel like because something may have ended very badly, very shockingly, very unexpectedly. Somebody may have stabbed you in the back, lied on you. With the Ten of Swords, they may have lied multiple times, slandered you, defamed your character. Or there just was a lot of things that, you know, maybe you were in denial about that you had to start to be real with yourself about, and that's okay. You know, maybe you were naive in a situation and you had to change the way you deal with people. I also feel like you're curious about how a situation is transpiring, how it's going to unfold, because you know that the change is taking place. And I feel like the Ten of Swords in the traditional deck, he's got them two fingers up like the Hierophant. And it symbolizes, you know, keeping the faith, keep hope alive, right? As long as you can keep the Pope alive, you can keep hope alive. Anyway, who's corny millennial mama came in here? Ugh. Anyway. I also feel like somebody wanted to keep Ten of Swords in you over and over again. You get it, you put it together. I also feel like if somebody passed away when you were young, or a child passed away, that is what prompted you to make certain decisions to fight for something more than what you had been before. I don't know. So it could have been a death. It could have been somebody who was murdered. It could have been a child who passed away. It could have been your parent who passed away. It could have been somebody who tried to put an attempt out on your life. But it kind of it prompted you to make the decisions that you needed to make. Because I always see the Two of Wands kind of like, I see the Two of Wands kind of like you're looking over the horizon from the Tower card, right? Because the Two of Wands is in a building or in some type of structure, and there's water under there, and there could be rocks somewhere that we don't see. So it kind of feels like what led you to feeling like you needed to make a decision came from all of those energies that we kind of already talked about. Somebody may apologize to you now because things are changing, or they may want peace or to be friends because you're making choices that you're not informing them about, or there's something happening that they can't control anymore. Yeah, there it is. You see what I'm saying? The Tower. This shit is juicy, bitch. And there's the Hierophant. 2 fingers. And the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So there's an opportunity, a big opportunity coming in that's consistent, like consistent opportunities, consistent income. This could be an organization all of a sudden that offers you a position, a job that offers you a position, and you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and take a leap of faith to take this position. You may have a certain mentality about the position or about like how it's going to be, but I feel like that's what was happening over here. But I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is that it's not going to be as bad as what you may anticipate it to be, or it's not going to be as scary as you may anticipate it to be. Right? Don't self-sabotage. Okay. I feel like something has been a certain way for a very long time. And now it's all of a sudden changing. Okay, Tower card, Wheel of Fortune. And it's opening up a new opportunity, or it's opening up availability for something for you to step in. Somebody could be losing their job, losing their position. They may have had it for years, but now they're getting handed a severance package, or they're getting handed, I don't even know if it's a severance package, but they're getting handed a pink slip, whatever that is. Even if it's not a position where someone's losing their job, it's like somebody just thought that something was going to last forever or be able to go on forever. Somebody got comfortable, or they got used to the situation that they were in, but the situation, even though it was consistent, even though it may have, continued for a very long time, it was unstable. Whatever this Tower is, though, it's inspiring you to create a change. What's the Seven of Cups? I also definitely feel like this is something that you prayed for. It's coming in. What's the Seven of Cups? Oh, it's reversed. The Four of Pentacles, that's good. Okay, the Four of Pentacles reversed is good. But I also feel like there is still a lack of a stable foundation. So there's still a feeling of uncertainty that could be very palatable. It's very strong. I also feel like if somebody was being very stingy, Scrooge-esque, they can't do that anymore. They can't hold on to what belongs to you. They can't keep hiding what belongs to you from you. They can't continue to be stingy, possessive, obsessive, controlling, slimy. Okay, Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. Wow, that's 5 swords. Something very disappointing, something very painful that you don't know about. It would upset you to find out what's been going on. I also feel like it's very selfish, vindictive. 5 of Swords. Somebody was planning on winning at all costs. This could even be because of a storm or some type of weather event with the Tower and the Three of Swords that took place. You know how sometimes storms wash stuff up, or it's like they flush things out. Like people have found burial sites after it rains a lot because the dirt falls away. See, that's that water. Okay, what's the Four of Pentacles reversed? Good Lord. The Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah. It's like you were afraid to move or do anything because you were trying to just keep everything afloat. You didn't want the ball to drop in any situation. You weren't just juggling the Two of Pentacles, you were juggling 4 of Pentacles. And I feel like it was a constant state of fear, anxiety, worry, stress. But now it's like that's turning around. This is really positive. And I feel like all of this is because you made a certain decision, and I don't think you see it coming. The title card. You're proud also of something. I feel like you're proud of the choices that you made. You're proud of the way that you give to others. You're proud of your nature, your intentions being pure. Even though other people, right? Like the Two of Swords, Three of Swords that came out with the Four of Pentacles reversed. Even though people always, not always, but even though you've experienced some people who don't appreciate your nature, even though you've experienced some people who try to take advantage of you, they see you as naive. They think that they can, get over on you and then flip it and, you not know any different, right? Even though you've experienced some of those types of energies, you didn't really know. And if you did know, you just were like, it's okay. I don't have to try to get any get back because I know what's coming to me is going to come to me, and what is meant for them is going to be meant for them. No hard feelings, no tea, no shade, but that's just what it is. Title card and the 5 of Cups. I feel like something that you were very brave to invest in, or something that you were very brave to do. It took courage, it took bravery, it took willpower. I feel like there's a level of disappointment because it didn't work out the way you thought, like maybe a career, a job, a project. It didn't work out the way you thought, a marriage, a relationship, a family, whatever. And that loss and that sadness is there. And I feel like you do have regret about how things turned out. But I feel like you're releasing it because there's no point in you holding on to it. All of these things are the reason that you made the choice that you made. It's like you're finally letting something be at rest, or you're finally laying something to rest. Whether it's a person, a situation, a circumstance, you're finally allowing it to rest. You're going to let sleeping dogs lie. You're not going to beat a dead horse because it's just too much. And you know that exerts too much of your energy. You want peace in your home. You want peace in your space. I feel like you should be proud of what you accomplished, even though it was something that may have been short-lived, or even though it may have been a stepping stone. You should be proud of how much you've been able to accomplish. I know I am. I don't give a damn. All these fake ass motherfuckers out here, everybody on Twitch, YouTube, fucking TikTok, everybody getting botted views. Everybody got bots inflating their views and inflating their subscribers and inflating their numbers. All this shit is fake. Just like digital currency. It's all easily manipulated. And I don't give a fuck who comes at me crazy because I don't have a certain amount of subscribers, or I don't get a certain amount of views. I don't give a fuck about anybody who said, "Oh, she out here begging for people to get readings," or she out here begging for people to donate. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because I know that in my heart, I stepped to the floor and gave it everything I motherfucking had, and trusted God, trusted spirit, trusted source, trusted the universe, and did what I was told to do. I know it's going to come back to me. I know I'm going to be good. And sometimes I be mad at God because I'm like, damn, I'm tired. Real shit. I don't sugarcoat nothing for my spirit team. And sometimes I be like, God dang. God dang. Like, dang, God. Please have mercy on me and my soul and my family and my children and what I'm trying to do. But I also know that nothing is a coincidence and everything happens for a reason. And you're always where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there, even if you're not meant to be there. Okay, what's the Five of Wands? Let's see, what's the Five of Wands specifically? Like we did with the King of Wands spirit. And if you put this together, King of Wands, Five of Wands, whoever this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, whoever this is, who could be possibly trying to, maybe even a Virgo, possibly trying to start some issues, possibly a Scorpio. Whoever this is trying to start some issues with you, they want to cause conflict when it comes to you overcoming an obstacle or being successful in a situation. What is the Five of Wands? But that's the thing. It's look what came out. Five of motherfucking Swords, which we saw with the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. But they can't hold on to you the way that they've been holding on to you, and however they've been holding on to you, which is more than likely materialistically, financially. It's about money. The whole reading, remember, somebody's been trying to be possessive over you and control you and have power over your abundance by controlling you with money for this selfish ass reason. Lying, causing pain, causing disappointment, creating lack, keeping you in the dark, omitting information, just being a general overall fuck up. It's because of this. I'm telling you. And it's all because you're more successful than them, or you're better than them, or it's something and that's a failing within them, Pisces. This is not about how you feel about them, how you feel about their situation compared to yours. You don't even probably know who the fuck this is. You probably have an idea intuitively of who it could possibly be, but there's a few of y'all who are going to realize that even the people who you suspect are not the only ones who feel this way towards you. And you like, damn, bitch, I didn't even know your raggedy ass existed. I never knew. But that's what it is. And I feel like you've kind of embodied this energy, because another meaning for the Five of Swords is like, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And also the Nine of Wands. And I feel like part of why this is about to, we're gonna pull a time card. But part of why this is about to blow up the way it is, or it already did blow up and you just haven't seen it yet, is because you had that willpower and that determination and you refused to give up. You tuckered this bitch out. Seven of Swords. That's horrible. And that's why people say, oh, Pisces is petty. Pisces is vindictive. Pisces do all this petty shit. No, bitch. We be trying to mind our fucking business. But then you keep poking the bear and we decide that we have time today. That's what this is. Somebody was coming at you like this and you came at them, not necessarily matching energy, but the fact that you were like, I'm not going to let this defeat me, matched the energy that they were giving you negatively in a positive way when it comes to the positive inversion of what these cards mean. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Put a brain in the comments if you feel me. They were sloppy though. It was very clear that they were envious of you, jealous of you, lying, cheating, stealing, being deceitful, trying to get their way at all costs, cutting corners, all that shit. It was obvious. And every time they try to come at you, they did not get what they wanted. They tried several times. Trust and believe me. They tried several times, but that Four of Cups, they try to put you in that sadness, in that depression. But no, you're not. You're proud of yourself for what you've done. And you're not exactly sure why things happened the way that they did. But you understand it is for a reason and for a purpose. And you don't give a fuck about what that person got going on. Chariot. Cancer energy, maybe Aries energy. Yeah, you're moving forward. Or you're choosing a hill and you're standing on it. You're choosing a direction and you're moving in it. And I feel like this person just wants to try to stop you. Hierophant, Three of Wands. But I feel like what Spirit is saying is that they're guiding you. And that you can expect for somebody to, be petty. Because they're upset. And I said, like I said, it's a failing within them. It's an inner failing that they have. Not you. Three of Wands. Now it's becoming harder for them to do whatever they've been trying to do because they failed so many times, or because they've maybe told the same story so many times. They've lied so many times. They've gotten caught so many times. It's something like that. It's getting harder and harder for this to happen. I also feel like an organization is chasing them down. Whoever this person is getting chased down. Beating down the block looking for this motherfucker. That's what it is. They getting chased down. They getting hounded either by spirit or by an authority figure. Real bad. And they're leaving tracks everywhere. So it's like it's only a matter of time because this Chariot is moving a lot faster than that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is on foot. Footing it. This person may not have a car. That could be why they're mad at you too. Because you got a car. Or you have some type of mode of transportation that's more reliable than the one that they got. They're jealous of the type of car you got. And remember, we talked about cars earlier. Toys. Doing stupid shit. You get what I'm saying? Anyway. What can Pisces expect? Spirit in the near future. When it comes to this. Two of Cups. Four of Wands, period. You're going to accomplish a goal. There's also going to be a reason to celebrate. You may make a new friend. Some of y'all are going to get an interview. And you're going to land the job. Some of you may go look for new homes or places to live. Or even like a storefront business or something. And you're going to sign a deal. This feels like a contract for whatever reason. Like you putting a deposit down on a new home, a new apartment, condo, townhouse, storefront, brick and mortar. Maybe even developing a professional or even personal relationship with someone who's a good friend. Possibly could lead to a partnership of some kind. That could maybe be romantic or it could just be platonic. But it kind of feels financial with the Page of Pentacles as well. Like something is tied together. Like it kind of feels like your relationships are connected to your income. Maybe you're networking with people. Okay. Wow, the Five of Cups. But see, it's like you're going to understand in the near future why this Three of Cups didn't work out. And I flipped the deck over by accident earlier, if y'all remember. And the Three of Cups was reversed. But because this Two of Cups is back here and we got the Two of Cups out here, it kind of feels like... It kind of feels like your attitude moving into the future and your ability to network and connect with people and like communicate effectively, make new friends, you know, build relationships and partnerships that are healthy and balanced and stable is going to be the confirmation or the catalyst to you realizing why that Three of Cups didn't work out. Some of y'all are signing a contract though. Like you're getting a job, you're getting a new home, lease, buying a home, whatever this is. Maybe even partnering with, I don't know, like someone who has a home-based business or something. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like small things, but they add up. What's the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a lot of value. There's something valuable that you possess that you want to protect. Or you're just very resourceful. You're able to figure things out and do things for yourself. You're not codependent on people. I also feel like there's some type of equity or value in like your home, your property, where you live, or your ability to like network with people, blend with people, build relationships, something like that. The Strength card, there goes the bravery and the courage, silencing your inner critic, silencing your inner demons, doing things that people never would have expected you to do, doing things that you would have never expected yourself to do, doing things that people wouldn't even dream of doing. Being the leader of the pack. That's the male lion. You may have a lot of masculine energy even though you're feminine, but you don't come off masculine. You just come off powerful. That could be why the Emperor and the Empress showed up and that King of Wands was feeling salty. Like a bag of motherfucking pork rinds, bitch. The value of something is growing because you're nurturing it. You're protecting it. You're multiplying it. Something is multiplying. And something has the potential to grow into a thing that's really big. This could even be in regards to a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and maybe a Scorpio. I feel like someone is also going to regret like losing your business, losing you as an employee, losing you as a partner in a relationship, or losing you as a friend. Somebody is going to really regret that. Yeah. They're going to regret like manipulating you, not appreciating you, doing things that were really selfish and like not very worthy of the energy that they know you deserved. And I feel like it's because of something that you're about to accomplish that they're going to find out about. Or this could even be a celebration that they're not invited to, or some type of, you know, accomplishment that you have that they can't be included in because they didn't support you along the way. It just is what it is. Okay. This reading long as a bitch, but that's all right. It is what it is. Like I just said. What is the significant time frame? So, Pisces is strong, Aquarius is strong, Leo is strong, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Taurus, And any other sign that I called throughout the reading could be significant, so take it how it resonates. What time frame is significant for Pisces when it comes to this? In January. Damn. So something happened this past January. This is not talking about 2027. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it's that far. I feel like this is talking about what was going on in January. In autumn. So autumn is going to be, I always see autumn as August. The AU connects. So autumn or fall. So anytime, I would say late August into November. So anywhere from like Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and then like the beginning of Sagittarius season is significant. So this is about what's going to happen, I feel, during that time. Autumn or fall is also a season of shedding, a season of like preparing for hibernation, a season of letting things go, releasing things. You released something last August, whenever you're watching this, because people be finding readings that just pop up in the future. So, hey, future Pisces. But whatever the previous fall or August, autumn season was where you shed a lot, that was very significant to what happened in January following that time frame, which was very significant. And then we have within 6 months. Yeah. So even if you think about it, I'm filming this on March 6th, 2026. It's Friday. And we've been in here an hour and some change, and it's 4:21. So dang, ain't that the Bud holiday? No, it's 4:20. My bad. Anyway. Yeah. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah. So September is Virgo and Libra season. So for some of you guys, Virgo and Libra season could be very significant when it comes to this message. A Virgo or a Libra could be significant, but you also have the possibility of January, which would be Capricorn or Aquarius. And then I would also say Leo because of August, and Scorpio and Sag because of October, November. What's this January significant for? Hold on. Let me shuffle. Y'all, please be sure to like the video. Don't be in here being a raggedy bitch. Because if you can't like the video, that's what you are. I said it. I'm sick of ungrateful people. Okay? I don't care what your excuse is. Hit the like button. What's January significant for? Shouldn't nobody have to beg you. Page of Wands. Listen, I'm always be spicy, bitch. Listen. Page of Wands, confirmation. Yeah, there was some signs. The signs were there since January. Yep, Queen of Wands. That the decision you made that was best for you, regardless of how anybody else felt about it, was going to be the right decision. Yeah. Somebody's disappointed or feeling rejected or upset. Something happened in January, possibly with a fire sign. I feel like somebody tried to make you feel rejected or make you feel sorry or make you feel like you weren't good enough, or I don't know what the fuck they was doing. They was trying to fuck with your self-esteem with that Queen of Wands, because you're coming through like the beauty queen energy. You're coming through as the goddess energy. But even if you're a masculine, we saw the Emperor. So, you know, it's somebody trying to like knock you down a level, but they can't because they're a bitch. King of Pentacles. Yeah, like they're trying to confirm your value. Nine of Pentacles or what you're worth. There's the Queen of Wands again. Nine of Pentacles. It's like they're trying to tell you what you're worth or knock you down a peg or knock you off your pedestal. Oh, you only got money because of me. You only look good because I'm not paying you to look good. Child, I told y'all about that raggedy booger wolf, that deadbeat trash bag bandit, and what he did. Craziness. That's what it is. They don't like the fact that you're confident and you're independent. You don't need their ass. So they want to try to appraise you like you're a motherfucking piece of property and determine what you're, you know, what you're worth. It's foolishness. Straight foolishness. Let's just use one more deck because bitch, we here now. You might as well stay. You know? Throw me a couple dollars if you can. Book you a reading to get a personal. Okay? Whatever you need to do. Oh my Lord. Intimacy, passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you. I'm going to put it back because I wasn't really focusing. Anyway. Child, all the school buses was late today. This is crazy. I need to check on my children to see where they at. Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to money in this situation, this reading as a whole? Anything else Pisces needs to know? Unknown caller, stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers. You could have somebody stalking you. You could have somebody calling private. You could even have people who have gotten a hold of your phone number on the dark web. I mean, they selling our shit to people, so we got to pay to get it offline. So I really don't give a fuck. If y'all gonna take my shit, y'all gonna take my shit. I believe in God. So if God sees fit to let me get hacked, then that's just what was meant to happen. Be mindful of scammers, though, calling your phone on some bullshit trying to get your information. But I also feel like you could have this person or whoever these people are trying to get your information. That's what the Hermit card was that I felt earlier with the High Priestess and the Tower card. But I feel like it either backfired in their face or, you know, they were never able to get anything, right? Like either they weren't able to get your information or hack into your shit, or they may have gotten in trouble trying to do so. You could even have bill collectors calling you hell. But we have soul contracts, soulmates, partnerships, spiritual union, and then secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information, right? Because you're about to come into union with something. Look, 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. That's you coming into union with what's meant for you or where you're meant to end up or something like that. Your destiny. Boom. Divine justice. Because you're coming into union with what's meant for you, with what's been looking for you and missing you. Not somebody from the past missing you. That's why that chemistry card came out. It's not somebody from the past that's missing you, wanting to come into union with you and, you know, feeling like this intimate connection. It's about the things that you're passionate about, the people who you love, you coming into union with what is chemically and energetically connected to you that you've been missing in your life. Period. Now I understand. Thank you, Spirit. And because that's coming closer and closer to you being able to fulfill the contracts that are connected to your soul, your spirit, and your higher self, people trying, all these weird, random, masked, no-name motherfuckers is trying to come in and be secretive and sneaky and be mysterious and weird and try to hide information so that you don't know what they working on behind the scenes, so that you don't know their intentions and their motives and shit. And Spirit is like, hell no, because that's why we got this beautiful, amazing Pisces woman that is way more talented than what she's being paid to come and let you know that that shit ain't gonna work. Okay? But that's about to change. All that's about to change. There go the bus. What's this unknown caller? Hold on. What's this unknown caller? Here we go. King of Cups. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or another Pisces. It could also be somebody who's trying to make you overwhelmed. Because, man, when I tell you, some of them bill collectors, they're on the same level as paparazzi. Okay? They're vermin. Call you all times a day. Blow up your motherfucking phone. Doing too goddamn much all the time. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Something is ending very well for you, even though it feels overwhelming right now. You're getting a wish granted, a wish come true. I'm telling you. And that abundance is going to start flowing in. And I feel like for some of you, it's going to be towards the end of March. Or you could even get a phone call that is actually good. And it could just be overwhelming and you didn't expect it. And it could be explaining everything that you've experienced or everything that kind of like transpired over the last few months. I also feel like you know how to handle a situation because you're very experienced. We saw the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. You're very experienced in a certain aspect of your life. You've been able to overcome something or accomplish something or reach your goal in a certain area of your life many times, to where now you have the experience to, do what needs to be done without being overwhelmed, without needing an entourage around you, without letting the treacherous tides of the water draw you under. And that's why something is flowing in your life. Don't get arrogant now. Just understand. I just feel like everything is going to come to you regardless. So even if the road is rough or the tides are tough, boom, told you. 5 of Wands, King of Wands. Even though the going gets rough, that's when the tough get going. Anyway, whatever. You know that something is going to work out. So you're not worried about these people blowing up your motherfucking phone trying to stress you all goddamn day. Yeah, Magician. Yeah, you're taking action right now to turn the tides. The tides might be rough right now, but you a water sign, baby. Can't nobody fuck with Pisces. We the ocean. So you're taking action right now. You're using the tools at your disposal. Being resourceful. Queen of Pentacles, Magician is the same thing. To shift the narrative or shift the dynamics or shift the energy in the situation. Transmute. Alchemize. So that you can manifest a victory and get what you want in a situation while remaining calm, cool, and collected and not losing your cool. Adjusting your crown in the process. It's just amazing. I just want to see what this intimacy is. Spirit. Okay. 2 cards. The 2 of Pentacles, I told you he was juggling, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're determined to maintain balance, or you're determined to keep the momentum going in a situation. I also feel like you're determined not to drop the ball. You're not paying attention to what anybody is saying. You don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. And then the Lovers. You're magnetizing an outcome to come towards you. That's just what that is. That's what it is. It's like somebody is being drawn towards you because they know you need them. It's weird. With the Lovers, 2 of Cups out here, it kind of feels like you have a union that's coming into fruition. And I'm not sure if it's going to be like platonic or professional turn romantic, or, if you're going to get a good job that puts you in different places to meet this person. It's something weird like that, to where it's like somebody is saying, hey, hold on, keep going, keep going. I'm getting that with the Knight of Swords. Like they are busting it down, trying to get to you. Okay. Like they are running that horse ragged, telling you, wait, I'm almost there. Hold on. And you sitting here like, okay, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for us to come together, even though you kind of don't see it. And maybe you don't believe it. Okay. But believe it in order for you to see it. Okay. I know this was a long booty ass reading, but this is a money reading for any Pisces who is worried or stressed about money. And that's what I'm going to say. Pisces, money. Watch this reading if you're stressed about money. Now, what's the advice for Pisces? What is the... Oh! Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Ooh. Yeah, because they telling you, hey, it's time to go. And I even looked up, like today, I was doing so many things, y'all. I didn't sleep at all last night. I couldn't sleep. I got stuck in a fucking Britney Spears rabbit hole. It was partially my fault. But I also feel like it was just a lot on my heart, a lot on my spirit. I couldn't sleep. My back was hurting. I had that damn accident from the same goof that tried to make me feel some type of way back in January. You get what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. The reason why my back is fucked up now is because that motherfucker crashed my truck. I feel like he was trying to... Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, I've told y'all about that before. But it was just a lot going on. And then the one day that I was sleeping good and I really needed to just sleep a little bit, sleep in just a little bit, was today. But guess what? My son's bus never came. And I called transportation. They couldn't get in contact with the people. My son came in here at 7:15 and was like, hey, Mom, the bus didn't come. And I was like, God damn, I just knew they was on that bullshit today. I said, the one day I need to fucking shut my eyes for 10 more minutes. These motherfuckers want to play. And then the man, I got the cell phone number to the damn transportation man. I got his cell phone number, called him. They sent me to his voicemail. I said, I'm finna call his direct cell number. Thank you. Cause that's the type of person I am. If you gonna leave my son standing out there, what if I was at work and he was supposed to go to school and he couldn't get back in the house? What the fuck was I gonna do then? You get what I'm saying? It's just dumb shit that don't make no sense. And every time I talk to him, he talking about, oh, I plan to do this and I plan to do that. I don't give a fuck, politician man. What actionable steps can you take now to prevent this from ever happening again? Because one time is already too much and it's been more than once. And it's like, well, like I said, no, you want me to accept mediocrity as if it were 5-star service, which I will not do. And that's what I told him. And I said, so as I'm, driving to drop my son off, I no longer have anything more to say to you. I'm not going to stay on the phone any longer. I cannot stay on the phone. I need to drive safely. But what I will say is that I won't accept mediocrity for myself or for my child. Every time I call him, he asks me the same motherfucking questions. Ain't nothing changed, just like you ain't did nothing to change the situation. That's why the shit keeps happening. Because for people to feel like they got all types of audacity to just skip stops, entire groups of kids, they just skipping stops, then that means they are emboldened to have the motherfucking audacity, because obviously you ain't getting up in their ass enough. So I'm gonna get in your ass until you understand that I'm not about to accept that mediocrity for myself or my child, bitch. And it just be straight up like that. And that's the type of energy and time I feel like y'all is on. And it's a lot of y'all who are on that type of time, and people thought that you was playing. Folks thought that you was playing. You get what I'm saying? And you're not. And that's why you were making these decisions that you had to make to move forward, because everybody was going to continue to try to keep you stagnant. And I was tired this morning. I woke up, and I was like, God dang. So I ended up having to take him to school. And then I was up, so I cooked me some food. And I drank some coffee, and I was still up. So I started working on my motherfucking taxes, bitch. Trying to get that situated. Then some folks had the audacity to hit my motherfucking bank account. I said, ooh, y'all, the devil is busy. But it's okay. Because as I was taking a little moment to reflect, sitting on the toilet, Spirit gave me that feeling in my stomach and told me to come do this reading. And this has been the most enjoyable part of my day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love, chit-chatting with y'all. Shooting the shit, catching up. I just ask that if y'all gonna be here, you support the channel and don't fucking play in my face like these motherfuckers who playing in your face. That's all I'm asking. And I just feel like this is a preparation for the future that you have been ready for, but that you had to experience fully, right? You had to let it play out. They said, say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Then we have, let your feelings out. All of them, even the ones that scare you. Hell, don't give none of your personal information, but share your experience in the comments. You never know what Pisces could gain help from that. Even if you're not a Pisces sun, you could be a Pisces moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Okay, maybe North Node. You could have a prominent Pisces placement. You watching the reading to figure out what's going on in that prominent Pisces placement. Share your experience. Say something to the fellow Pisces that you think might be able to help them. Or just get some shit off your chest. If that's what you need to do. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to respond. But the space is there. Even if you got to say things to other people in your life that you feel like, oh, they might not like it if they say that. I don't know what's going to happen to me if I say that. Man, fuck that shit. And I'm not saying throw your life away. But what I'm saying is, now is not the time to be holding yourself back. That's not what it is. And then finally, when you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. Exactly. Now is not the time to be holding yourself back. And that's a black hole. So even if you don't see what's on the other side, the spirit is like, hey, just because you don't see what's on the other side doesn't mean you shouldn't go for it. Okay? Express yourself. Let your feelings out. Tell people about what's going on. And do your big one. Because that's what's going to help evacuate this stale, nasty, stank, boo-boo, funky ass energy out of your space that's outdated and help create space for what's coming. Okay? So I hope that helped you. I love y'all. I'm tired. Tired of fighting, bitch. Tired of, just being tired. But I appreciate you guys. And I love you guys. And if you want to check out a reading, they are extremely discounted. 50% off or more. Because if you want one and you ain't been able to get one and now it's the right price, I wanted to make it available to y'all. Okay? So even if you can't get a reading, I want you to take whatever spirit has guided you to take from this reading, and I hope it helped. Okay? Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you for my members for being so supportive and patient with me. I'm just listening to spirit. I love you guys as well. And remember, Pisces, this is our circle, boos. See you next time. Bye.